Hi, good day to you, Gemini. Welcome to Meenakshi Tarot. Today is the 25th of September. Hope you guys are well. So, Gemini, let's just see what is the message the cards have for you. Remember, if the reading is not resonating, that's quite okay. Maybe the next reading will resonate with you. So, never force it. Never force any reading to fit. Remember, these are just general readings. And, you know, we each have our own situations. So Gemini, what's going on? What's going on? What does the cards have to tell us about what's going on for you? And just remember, Gemini, if you'd like to book a reading with myself, my details are at the end of the video. My readings are all done online by Teams, Google Meet, or Zoom. So, caring connections, guys. Isn't this beautiful? This is like a very romantic card, guys. I must say, this is about a close relationship with somebody. You know, somebody where there's this love and there's this emotion and this, you know, this is just this passion and something that affirms you. This is a relationship that affirms you and makes you really feel so good about yourself. It's like, I am worthy of this. You feel this energy of I'm worthy of this, and I am so happy to experience this, and this is such a wonderful new beginning. Some of you might be dealing with babies. You know, some of you are new additions to the family, so you could be looking at that as well. New situations unfolding for you, interesting situations unfolding for you. So this is quite nice, Gemini. Gemini. Wow, okay, Gemini. Ace of Swords coming out here. Ace of Swords. Remember, you know, the Ace of Swords is quite a tricky card because, you know, you look at your relationships, your situations, and what's going on, what's happening, how is things unfolding for you. And you realize that, you know, there is a lot of change that happens in the world, and you need to, you know, be mindful of the changes that happens in the world. Some of you have a situation where there has been maybe harsh words that have been spoken, situations that have unfolded. You have your energy, Gemini energy coming through here. Could be dealing with a fellow Gemini person or yourself. Or some of you, and I see Sagittarius energy as well, Pisces energy. Okay, a few energies here. So you could be having these energies, but not necessarily so. You could have a situation in some kind of a love situation, guys. A choice has to be made, and it's almost what I'm seeing here is that balance needs to come into this love situation. There has to be, you know, understanding. It's like a choice that you have to make, and you've got to be very wise with your thoughts and with your words, realizing that you need to allow there to be this flow and this energy between yourself and your person. There has to be this understanding. Now the sword cuts both ways, so you've got to be so mindful of miscommunication in your situations. See that you've gone through a lot. There has been some kind of difficulties, you know, and Gemini, you've got to be so mindful that this is not just in your head, that you're not creating this drama within your own head, within your own thoughts. You need to be very mindful of the wounds that you are carrying, you know, be mindful of that. Maybe it's time to now change your perspective about things and to realize that you may not have all the facts about situations, and that, you know, the path is not as clear as you think it is. You know, there are deviations, there are changes, there are redirections. You know, this life journey is not just one straight path. There are so many things that happens, and you're needing to realize that, Gemini, there's so many things that has happened, and you need to allow yourself a moment to pause before you rush into anything. And even your relationships, you may need to look at your relationships a little differently. Some of you might have a situation with a Pisces person that you need to re-look at. Some of you might need to look at the balance you need to bring in with a Gemini person, or you may need to bring more balance with yourself. Some of you may also need to maybe think about a commitment with a Sagittarius person as well. So there's a few situations that is unfolding here. You see, there's this commitment, there's this hard work. Some of you could be traveling and you're needing to take a moment to really think about it. There's things that you're not sure about. You're moving towards the future. There's these new beginnings, these new opportunities, and life is really looking good. But collaboration, collaboration is very, very important. And you need to realize that, you know, you need to choose a a path. You need to choose a way forward. You need to make some decision about something really major. And it's like you have to make a decision without knowing all the facts, without knowing everything. You've got to trust that the knowledge you have is enough for the decision that you need to make right now. Very intense. Very, very intense for you, Gemini. Very intense situation unfolding here. So what is it that you need to do? Let's see. Okay. Something here that has happened. You're needing to flow in this energy of love. There's been a love situation. Oh my. There's been some sort of a trauma, some sort of a chaos that has happened in a love situation. And it's important that you also treat yourself with this love and this kindness. But there's something that has happened in a relationship that is really rocked the foundations. And you need to take a moment here, Gemini. Whatever has happened is going to help you look at the situation, because it's very easy to live in this world where everything is fabulous and there's no issues and there's no problems. It's when problems happen and you see how you and your partner relate to it and how you respond to it and how you react to it, that you start to see the true metal of that relationship. Is it worth the effort, the time? Because if you guys face difficult and challenging situations and you can't get through that, then what are you wasting your time for? So Gemini, you're finding yourself in a situation, in a personal love situation, where you needing to take stock of what's happened, and you need to reflect and look at the lessons that are learned. Some of you could be feeling very betrayed. Maybe you're feeling betrayed by yourself. Maybe you felt that you needed to take a step and leave certain things in the past and move forward, but for some reason there's some kind of entanglement here. You are feeling stuck. It's like the past still binds you. It still holds you down. So as much as you are hoping to move forward, as much as you were feeling as though you were deceived or there's some sort of deception that has happened, the past still binds many of you. Whatever has happened in the past still binds you today. Whether it was some kind of trickery, deception, some kind of thievery, something that has happened in the past is still very present, and it still bothers you now. So you need to really look at the situation. What are you still carrying with you? What is this trauma that you're still carrying with you? What is this experience that you're still carrying with you? So you take a good look at that. You're holding on to grief. You're holding on to grief, you're holding on to trauma, you're holding on to pain, and you need to let it go. You need to allow yourself to transform. You need to allow yourself to change. You need to move forward with this love situation, and you need to, you keeping yourself stuck. You keeping yourself in a situation where you are blind to what is going on around you, and you need to literally take off those blindfolds and see the truth of the situation so that transformation can happen. Even when it goes to a love situation, you're needing to take off the blindfolds. Gosh, I just want to get some water here. I actually can feel myself. My throat is getting a bit tight with this because somebody here, somebody here in a love situation is holding on to something that is, they don't want to see the truth of a situation. Transformation is needed. And it's like you've gone through something and you keeping yourself stuck is causing you a lot of despair and a lot of pain. Wow, Gemini. Let us go get some more cards here. What are you running from? Why are you so stubborn? You've got to face these situations. You can't keep pretending and smiling to the world that everything is okay when deep down there's all this trauma that's happening and you're facing these situations and these issues. So wow, okay, let's see. What do we see? Lovers, Gemini, your energy again. So some of you may have somebody who's very different from yourself. Some of you may have a Pisces person. Pisces has come up again. Some of you may have a fellow Gemini person as well. But what I see here, there is love connection with somebody who's very different from yourself. But for some reason, this love connection keeps you very overwhelmed. It's almost as though you get so caught up in the love, you get so caught up in the passion that you get so overwhelmed with the situation. Or you yourself is, in a conflict with yourself when it comes to situations. You're needing to realize that a lot of your stress and your sleeplessness and your anxiety is something, as much as you want to move away from it, that the only way to move forward is with an energy of love, forgiveness, peace. Forgiveness is such a strange emotion. Some people don't believe in forgiveness. Some people say forgiveness is for the weak. Some people say forgiveness is for the strong. Some people say they don't need to forgive anybody. They're doing fine without forgiving people. But you need to understand that when you're forgiving somebody, you are dealing with your own emotions. You're dealing with your pain, your hurt, your grief, and you're coming face to face with that. And this is what you need to do. You need to come face to face with what has happened and what you need to see. What is that underlying emotion that you need to face? So forgiveness is not for the other person. It is for you, that you need to face something. You need to move towards what is giving you all of the stress and this trauma and the sleepless nights and anxiety. And you need to treat yourself with this love and this kindness, and to recognize, why are you hurting so much? Why are you so confused about things? And by doing that, you will realize that a cycle can be finished, that you can move forward, that you can plan. And there is confusion, there is stress, there is drama, but you need to allow things to unfold. And I think a lot of this drama is coming because of a love situation. There's some kind of a love situation that you're wanting to rush towards. There's some kind of love situation that's keeping you very confused. There's something that you want an end to. It seems like you want an end to the confusion and to the overwhelming feelings and to all the drama. But you also are holding on to being confused and staying confused. And it's like you just got to take control of yourself. Okay, let me get a clarity card here for you. Let's see. Let's draw a card for clarity. Let's draw a card for clarity. Gemini. Let's see. Clarity for Gemini. Clarity. Let's open up the door. Clarity for Gemini. Okay, Gemini. Let's see, what is it? Just sing and accept love. Allow yourself to be heard. Allow your song to be heard. Allow your story to be told, and allow yourself to be open to accepting love. And this is what your reading has been about, is you coming to terms with what has caused the pain. What is the underlying reason that there has to be the forgiveness? What is it? Why? What hurt you? Why are you hurt? And what has happened? So forgiving is not just about forgiving other people. It's also about forgiving yourself and opening up yourself to accepting love and accepting peace in your life and in your situations. So guys, I hope you've enjoyed this reading. Please remember to hit the like button, to follow, to share, and I'll see you guys again soon. Take care and goodbye.